Hey peepsy doodles. Kinda long time no see, but not really. We just all kinda chit-chatted last night for a little while, and it was fantastic. I figured that today won't be as big of a turnout because it's in the middle of the day and it's a Thursday. Hi Mystic and Wind Chaser, hey! How are you guys? Katie? I just put Aria down for a nap a little while ago, and instead of napping, because of course when you say, hey, napping sounds like a fantastic idea, you lay down to nap, and then what happens? You don't fucking nap. It's just how it goes. Hi everyone. I am Mystic. I am enjoying my day off. I got up this morning, it was about 7:30, so Aria actually let me sleep in a little bit. Then that was the oven. We kind of hung out for a little while, played around, it was fun. We took a shower, which is why my hair looks like this. I kind of put some shit in it and then never actually fixed it. Hubby and I have a date night tonight. Super exciting. Karina, this is actually my next dragon egg. While I'm crafting, I either like to be talking, like randomly, or normally I just like throw on music videos and I just like to have some kind of noise. I'm a noise person. Like I have to have some kind of something going on in the background, whether it be music. Like earlier I had my little boombox going. So I was just watching Joe Santagato videos and I'm like, you know what? I could go live and just like chit chat with people. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock here too, in Michigan. So I figure I'd come on and just kind of see what everybody's doing and just kind of chit chat about whatever you guys want to chit chat about. I'll show you guys my kind of crafting, sort of. This is girl, there's a bubble in this. Apparently that's how you fix it, you just smoosh it. But I am, like I said, in the process of making my next dragon's egg. So it's gonna be, I don't even think you guys will be able to see, because the clay that I'm using is Primo Accents, and of course you can't see it because that would be ridiculous, but it has got like a stupid amount of sparkles in it. So the base is this black with sparkles, and then I have this gray that's extremely shimmery, and then this lighter gray, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. If I want to do an egg that's like all one color, or if I want to kind of, I think I showed you guys, hold on, of course I showed you because I like posted it everywhere, but this was the last egg that I did, and while I'm really proud of how it turned out, I'm not a huge fan of the colors. Like I almost feel like the yellow was too much. So now I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the blending like I did with this one and do the 3 different colors, or if I want to stick to like one main color and then like put little bits of that gray throughout as opposed to blending to like 3 different colors, you know what I'm saying? So or maybe I'll do 2 colors, so I'm not sure. I put the clay on like this one because I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. This one actually has a pint? Yes, it has a pint jar inside, and then it's covered with a shit ton of tin foil to make the actual dragon's egg. So that one took me like a fucking hour just to make the core. This one, I cheated a tiny bit and I went to Hobby Lobby and I actually found an egg core that's actually shaped like an egg so that I can put the clay over top of it and then make it from there, because It's kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm not going to use a shit ton of jars. I mean, I like how heavy this one is, but it was kind of a pain in the ass to do anything with, because a jar is not shaped like an egg. You know what I'm saying? So it's not cheating, it's using resources. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not cheating. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm kind of figuring out, I like this scattered pieces throughout one main color. That's kind of what I was thinking. You could paint a little more green over the yellow. I thought, so there was a tutorial I watched, and somebody actually took black or brown acrylic paint and like sponged it on and then quickly wiped it off, and it made it look very like bronzy and old, and it kind of looked like antiquing, but I was way too scared to do it on this because I'm like, first of all, I don't think that I should have put the glaze over top of it if I was going to do that, because I don't think the paint was going to stick as well to the glaze. And I'm also terrified because I'm like, it took me like 3 fucking days to make this, and if I do it and it looks like shit, then I'm kind of screwed. Oh, that's a good idea. It's to take the different colors and twist them together and then have, like mixy color scales, because then each scale would be unique too. So that's actually a cool idea. But these are a lot of fun, and they're very, I don't know what you guys do for your active meditations, but clay for me is a huge active meditation. Bitch, with your bubbles. What did I say? Cut it out. It's a huge active meditation for me. Like I said, normally I just have some music or something going on in the background, and then I just go to town, and my mind is just going with what I want to do. And because there's so much for me to think about with this and with what I'm doing, that it doesn't really give me time to think about anything else, and that's the whole point of meditation, is to be present in the moment. So fun, super fun. So as of right now, I'm just kind of making the base, or the core, the base I guess, because the core is the inside. I'm making the base for the dragon's egg to put the scales on, and then I'll kind of figure out what I want to do. Like I said, if I wanted, because I found that I actually have 3, I think I have 3. I had 3. Oh, here's the other part. So I had like 2.5 of those cool black ones left, so I may be able to just kind of like do a full black egg, but with some gray mixed in. That might be kind of sweet. So I'll just kind of see what happens and see what I like, because it's all about experimenting, because the other one that I did, it was my first one. So hey, whatevsies. So so you guys are talking about cross stitch for your active meditation. Oh, Venomous Fang, I think that you need to be blocked already. There you go. Okay. So what are you guys doing? What is everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday? And what time is it where you guys are? I know you probably get this every day, but do you have any current tips for newbie witches, especially if you're scared to try 80% of witchcraft stuff? Yeah, Karina, I blocked him. Any ghost hunting tips? 3 o'clock here, 3 p.m. in Miami. Cruise around town, it's 103. Yeah, it's 3:03 here. In beautiful northern Michigan. And it's actually the perfect day. I was outside earlier. Actually, right now I really should be doing all this crafting outside, because it is beautiful out. It just rained. Oh, Karina, I hope you feel better. I'm off on a sick day. Well, I'm off on a mental health day today. And so look at me, mental healthing all over the place. laying on the couch, so tired. You know what? Here's my issues. Like, I could be at work and I'm like, I would give my left testicle that doesn't exist to be able to go home and nap. And then on my days off, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I can't wait for Ari to go to bed so I can take a nap. And then she goes to bed and I lay down and I literally lay there for like an hour, just wide awake, trying to sleep, but I can't sleep. So then I tell myself, why do I do this? Why do I try to sleep when I could literally be doing other things that are enjoyable? Like, why nap because I feel like I'm supposed to be napping? You know what I'm saying? So I spat out my water. So it's funny because that's kind of how it is, you know. She's sleeping for the both of you. Exactly. Damn, these bubbles. She is. So I figure, hey, why not? I really should be doing my hair because I'm not gonna go out with my husband looking like this. But yeah, hubby and I have a dinner date today. What? I'm the opposite. I want to do things and I start and fall asleep. I do too, though. That's a legit thing. I've done that, especially reading. I'll lay down with my book. Hi, Maria. I lay down with my book, and then reading makes me very tired. I always say the left nut I don't have. Yeah, I'm a terrible. My mouth is awful. I am constantly telling people to suck my dick, or I'll tell them to suck my non-existent right testicle or left nut. You know, I'm such a lady. Yes, we're such freaking ladies. But I don't care because I like my potty mouth. And my husband doesn't mind my potty mouth, so I guess that's all that matters. And as long as my daughter doesn't inherit my potty mouth, then it's fine. It's good to go. So, no, you guys are not the only, you and your sisters are not the only ones that say that. I am constantly telling people to suck my dick. Not like actual people, more like my family and my husband and my brother. I tell them to suck my dick. Or if I'm mad at someone and I'm talking about them because I'm a bitch like that, I'll be like, they can suck my dick. Because it's fun. And I feel like men don't take advantage of the fact that they have dicks to say, suck my dick, way more than what they actually do. Because I say it way more than I think any man actually says it. Yes, fun fact, women say suck my dick more than men do. Yes, they do. It's 100% accurate. What are other things that I say? Do you have any beginner Wiccan books that I should read? Something that I absolutely need to get my journey started. What do you guys think? What are some books that you absolutely loved as a beginner that you would recommend to a beginner? I'm trying to think of all the stuff that I have downstairs. I still always go back to Silver Ravenwolf's book. I mean, I know a lot of people don't care for her, but she has got so much cool information in that book, and it's like a huge book for the amount of stuff that's in it. So Silver Ravenwolf's Book of Shadows, I highly recommend. And as a lot of people in the comments are saying, Scott Cunningham is a big one because he kind of goes back to the basics of Wicca, and he is more about nature and the actual earth-based paganism that comes along with the spiritual side of Wicca, and he's a great author. Lori Cabot. Yeah, most people are saying Silver Ravenwolf and Scott Cunningham. So beginner, but I like True Magic. Wait, A Beginner's Guide by Amber Kay. I haven't read that one. Girl, hold on. I like Scott Cunningham. Green Witchcraft. Okay, so Green Witchcraft by Anna Mora and Silver Ravenwolf. There is a book, Mother F. What is it called? A witch's like frequently asked questions, or a witch's, damn it, I have it downstairs. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's by Anna. It's by Cecilia, and I thought it was Anna Mora, but now I don't think it is. But that is like one of my favorite books ever, because it has got questions that like every fucking question that you could think. Yeah, A Witch's Book of Answers. It has got like every question that I have ever asked as a beginner, and two answers from two sides, because it's written by two authors, and sometimes they're conflicting answers, which is awesome, because it really goes to show you that you don't have to have there's not one way. And that is like, thank you, Eileen Holland and Cerelia. Lisa, you are amazing. That book, that one right there. I will tell you, from me personally, I will tell you Silver Ravenwolf's Book of Shadows and A Witch's Book of Answers by Eileen Holland and, what was it, Cerelia? Those are huge, because if you can actually look at a book that has the questions that you're asking, and it has questions, or it has the answers to it, you're like, holy shit, that is amazing. So yeah, The Craft by Dorothy Morrison was my first ever witchcraft book ever. And I've kind of noticed, okay, if I have to give you one tip, and this is going to kind of be like a multitude of tips in one tip, but as a newbie, you have to stop focusing on getting it right. That would be like my biggest piece of advice for you, because the more that you focus on getting it right, the more that it draws you out of the actual magic of what you're doing. So, you know, if you're freaking out about a spell, if you find a spell in a book, which most of us started with spell books because we didn't really know what we were doing. If you're starting out with a spell from a book and you look in it and it's got all these ingredients that you don't have, and you freak out and you think, oh my God, I don't even know where to get this particular thing. That's when you have to think, okay, so I don't know where to get, I don't have black tourmaline, and it says that I need black tourmaline. So look at what you do have. Most people, if they have crystals, they have clear quartz. Clear quartz can always be substituted. Please substitute for things, and do not worry about finding things. Do not worry about getting it right, because the more that you worry about, I'm just now learning, hold on, I'm reading this. I'm just now learning that things don't have to be perfect to be right. Being witchy is more about fun when you improvise. Yes, it is. And you will find that the more that you do what you feel, and the more that you make your own stuff. You go to your little witchy room cabinet corner and you kind of whip up your own whatever and say your own words, and you start feeling that energy flowing because you made it all yourself. I guarantee you that you will find that you will have that spell manifest way faster than reading something out of a book and then freaking out because you're not quite sure if you have the correct things, or if you're saying it right, or if you're, don't stress about that. Don't stress. Don't stress. There's another tip for you. Do not fucking stress. I need to save up to buy crystals. Been into this and studying various paths since I was 15. I still haven't actually practiced my beliefs. You do not have to save up and buy crystals. You don't have to save up and buy anything. You don't have to buy anything. You can be on this path and you can go outside or sit out on your balcony or get a pot of fucking potting soil and be able to connect. You can turn on your tap of your water, your faucet, and be able to connect to water. You can light a candle or a lighter or a match and be able to connect to fire. You can feel the wind blowing or hold a feather or light some incense and be able to connect with air. You being able to just sit and just be with yourself in the moment. You be able to connect with spirit and connect with yourself. You do not need stuff. Now, by nature, witchers are hoarders of magical goodies. We have a ton of crystals, we have a ton of herbs, we have a ton of books, we have a ton of jars that we've never even know what the fuck to put in, but they look magical, so we have them. But please, 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 do not stress about buying things. Hold on. Don't stress. Do not stress. And as you can already tell, I am not dealing with people today, so I've already had 2 people. Like, all that one guy said was, you need Jesus, and I already blocked him. I'm not dealing with that bullshit today. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not. I have over, cough, cough, 150 different types of crystals. And that's awesome. That's awesome. Because if you, that's the other thing, is just because I said that you don't need things doesn't mean that we can't have things. I have an entire room of things. Okay? An entire room of things. But what I'm saying is, when I was younger, I did not have these things because I couldn't go out and get these things, and my parents were pretty sure that it was a phase and I was going to grow out of it. So understand that it's not, you don't need any of that stuff. And that's almost where books are kind of a little bit hard, because while a lot of us are solitary, or we don't really know where to get our information, so we read books, and then books go on to tell us that we need all this stuff. And, or, they'll be like, here, try your first spell. Go out and get a fucking rose quartz and a clear quartz and a fucking black flame candle and you have to be a virgin and light it, and then you're going to bring some people back from the dead, and then you're going to be able to talk to them, and then you have to make sure that you go and you get a fucking seashell from the East Coast, and then another seashell from the West Coast, and then sand from both of the beaches where you found the seashell, and you're like, hold the fuck on. Hold on. Stop it. Yes, it is Hocus Pocus. I love Hocus Pocus. But you have these beginner's books, and then they go on to give you a spell to try that has like a bunch of ridiculous shit in it, and you're like, stop it. You do not need that stuff. Plus, another little tip, if you are going to go and get stuff, because I know that you are going to go get stuff, because I remember people who used to tell me, you don't need stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I'm going to go get some stuff because I want it. I know I don't need it, but I want it. But also, don't think that you have to. Now, I am a huge fan of witchy shops. Like, girl, boys, people. I loves me some witchy shops, okay? Fucking love them. But, I do a lot of, like, my shopping at, like, Marshall's or TJ Maxx. Or if I'm getting herbs and I can't make it to a witchy shop, I just get them from like Meijer or Walmart, because you need the energy of the herb. The energy is in the herb. I have a whole shelf downstairs of herbs that I bought when I was 13. So they are over 14 years old that I've had, and I still use them because the energy of the herb is still there. Okay? But don't get me wrong, I fucking love me some witchy shops. Actually, I have a, I don't really like to call this one a witchy shop. This one's more of like a, it's called Inspired Living. It's kind of like a body, mind, spirit type store. It has witchy books, but it's also got like, it's a yoga studio. It's a big thing. So tomorrow they're having sidewalk sales where that place is, and it happens to be a weekend I'm not on call, so I'm gonna go to these sidewalk sales because they said that they're gonna have like 40% off stuff and we get paid tomorrow, and I'm really excited. Yeah, secondhand shops. Secondhand shops are legit too. So, man, apparently I need to talk to you guys more often, because I am like, I'm sitting here perfecting the outside of this egg, and I don't even know why, because I'm covering it in fucking scales. So what does it matter? I don't need to be perfecting it. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. So anyway, yard sales, yes, yard sales is a great one. Yeah, definitely. Especially for jars. Yard sales is a huge one for jars, I've noticed. Goodwill's a good one. Or Salvation Army. Oh, you know what? Somebody earlier, was it you, Mystic, asked me where I was going on my date with my hubby. We have a gift certificate to La Senorita, and I fucking love their fajitas. So we're going to La Senorita for our date. That's what I got. I'm sorry. What did somebody ask me? Hold on. Hey, I just joined. What's that black thing? It's my sorry. It's my second dragon's egg. Like, here's my first one, and I'm not really keen on the colors. Like, I really think that the shape itself turned out awesome. But I am not a huge fan of the colors because people keep saying it looks like a pineapple, and how am I supposed to have a ferocious dragon's egg that's like fucking awesome when people say it looks like a fucking pineapple? So, do you have any basic herbs for small starting garden, since I plan on moving down to Texas with my boyfriend, planning on starting a bigger herb garden? It looks like a pineapple. You need to use olive green over the yellow. I know, stop making fun of me. What I was trying to do is go from like dark to light, and what I should have done is done a darker green up here, and then this green, and then this green, because the yellow, after it baked, it's too much. Like, it doesn't flow the way I wanted it to. So yeah, it looks like a fucking pineapple. So this one will just be a fruity dragon, okay? Get off me. Just kidding. Lesson learned. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna make another one. This one's gonna be badass. This one's gonna be real badass, alright? So don't fuck with me. I'm gonna get this dragon, and this one's gonna kick all your asses that made fun of my fucking pineapple egg. Anyway, can you guys tell that I like totally needed a break? I totally needed this. This is great. I really should go and bake this now, because, I mean, I'm just sitting here perfecting this thing, and it's gonna get fucking covered in scales. Actually, so, they're in my bedroom. I do have pearlescent pigments, and this one you can see on the yellow for sure. And up here that I brushed them on, and you can see them in the sunlight. It's just really hard to capture on film. But I should have brushed it more. And I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it, guys. I'm fixing it. I don't think it looks that bad. I like it. The fruity dragon egg. A SpongeBob dragon pants lives in that pineapple, and it's awesome. Hayden, I fucking love you. It is. It's my SpongeBob dragon pants pineapple egg. I don't know if I can just show you now what I do if you want really quick, because it's not really that hard. I saw a tutorial on a dragon's egg, and this bitch, bless her heart, holy shit, she like, I'm not shitting you, she like made this ridiculous core, and then put the clay around it like this, cut it like with a knife, took it and cut it all the way around, baked it, then took the egg apart, super glued it back together, then put more clay over top of it, baked it again, and then started putting scales on. And I was like, fuck all that noise. I'm gonna put this on, I'm gonna bake it, and whatever's in it is staying in there. Because why? I like that it gives it some weight, so calm down. So what I did, and I don't really know because this may blow up, so wait until I make sure that it doesn't blow up first before you for sure go and try it, because this one had a jar inside that I wrapped foil around, tin foil, to make the egg shape. And then I did this where I just flattened out some black clay or whatever clay you want, and I wrapped it around the egg, and then the whole time I've been talking to you guys, I've been smoothing out the edges. So then I bake this at, I think it says 275. Yeah, 275. It's 275 for 30 minutes per 1/4 inch. So I only put this in for 10 minutes because it's very thin and I have to bake this multiple times. So I will put this in for 10 minutes. While that's baking, I will take whatever colors I want and I will roll them into a very thin sheet. And then I have one of these little stencil cutter thingies, and it's in the shape of a leaf, and I just cut out a shit ton of them and I just layer them all the way down. And once I get to about here, I bake it again for 10 minutes, take it out, wait for it to cool, and then bake, and then I put the rest of it on, bake it again for another 10 minutes, wait for it to cool. And before I bake them, I powder on the pearlescent. I have, you can't see it, which makes me sad, but it is shimmery because I have some pearlescent bronze stuff on it. Yeah, and then I just bake it and then I glaze it, and that's what happens. So, oh, this one's gonna actually be quite a bit bigger than this one. Well, not quite a bit. I actually probably should have foiled it because I feel like maybe it won't be too bad. I feel like this top is gonna be weird because it's not as pointy, but maybe it won't look like a fucking pineapple then because it ain't pointy. All right, let me see what you guys was talking about. I feel like pina coladas. It's a pina colada dragon. Okay. The layering part seems like it's really relaxing. It is. That is like my meditation because I'm just like and layering, and it's beautimous, and I'm excited. Pyperh, what do you use as the base to form the egg? Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. So that's why this might blow up, and I'm not sure if it, not actually blow up, but it might. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had, in like the paper mache wood section, they actually had a paper mache 6-inch egg for $1.99. I don't really know if you're supposed to bake paper mache, but it's at a really low temperature, so we're gonna bake it and see if anything catches on fire. And if it doesn't catch on fire, then awesome. If it does, then I know I need to go back to using tin foil. I like the egg being big. It's more lifelike. That's true. It looks more like a dragon's egg from Game of Thrones. Yeah, it does. You're right. I guess it does. The other pointy thing is what made my fucking SpongeBob Dragon Pants pineapple bitch egg look like a fucking pineapple. Probably because it's pointy. The purpose of the egg is just because it's fun. It's just because I wanted to make a dragon's egg because I make a bunch of clay things, and this was one of the biggest clay things I've done, and I'm excited. So we're gonna see if I blow it up. So hold on a second. Excuse my ass because I'm sure it's out. So then I just bake it on top of, actually I have my baking mat. Stop it. I forgot. need to be baking it on frickin' tinfoil. Alright. But I don't know if I can actually bake this. I think my husband put the rack back in. Damn it. So I may have to bake it laying down, which is probably not a terrible thing because it doesn't really matter. Because I'm going to cover it in foil or scales anyway. Okay. 10 minutes. Yay. All right. Hi. Hi. All right. Okay, let's block this person. Perfect. We're gonna block this person. I saw somebody earlier say something and now I feel bad because I can't find it. It was really long. Hold on. Hold on. Can you still be a witch without doing spells and spirit work? What if I'm interested in books, crystals, and herbs? I feel like I have to be connected to all aspects if I want to be an actual witch. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You do not have to be interested in all aspects because otherwise none of us would be unique and we would all be studying the same thing and we would all be boring as fuck. No. Do what you're interested in because that's where your passions lie and that's where the most energy is going to come out of if you do things that you're interested in. Not doing things because you feel like you have to. Like, there are a ton of people that are interested in astrology. I just ask those people what's going on in the world of astrology and why things are all fucked up because I have a book on astrology, but I just don't really care. It's not that I don't care. It's that I don't have the patience to kind of get into that kind of stuff. So, yeah, do what you're interested in. And if you have things that you're interested in, and then those things kind of ebb and flow, like I will be super interested in Reiki, and then that kind of wanes, and then I'll be super interested in something else, and that wanes, and then I eventually comes back to those things. So yeah. Any ghost hunting tips? I'm going this Saturday. It's my first time. I've never had an experience with the paranormal, but my mom has. Ghost tips. Like, what do you want to know? As far as okay. Somebody just asked me if I saw Moana, and I have not seen the whole thing. Ari and I started watching it today, and I think that I am in love, and I cannot wait to finish watching it. So, I'm excited because it's pretty adorable. I'm sorry. I know that you guys are asking me a bunch of stuff, and I have like ADD, super ADD, and so I'm just like, hey, yeah, oh yeah, hey this, and I don't actually have ADD, and I apologize for people that do have ADD. I'm not making fun of you. Look at me blocking people like a boss. Somebody earlier, no, I will not do the cinnamon challenge. I will not, and I will not. Somebody asked earlier about what to grow because they started a garden. When I started growing my garden this year, I have lavender, rosemary, thyme, and peppermint in pots. If you grow mint, do it in pots because otherwise it will take over wherever you grow it. My garden, I planted sage and rosemary as far as herbs, and then the rest of it's veggies. But I don't know how, like, I'm in northern Michigan, so I don't really know what kind of things do well in Texas. So I'm not really great to ask for that. Have you heard the song Telescope by Starset? I have. I really like Starset. I want a sage bush. Karina, I wish that you lived closer because I am currently growing like 5 sage bushes. And I didn't think they were going to make it, and they did. And I would gladly give you one. Hello from Hungary. Hi! Any big plans for fall? Girl. So you know what I did this year for fall, for Halloween? I took a Halloween vacation. Like I literally took off 6 days around Halloween so that we could go and do whatever the fuck they want to do, or we want to do. I want to like fall it up this year with Aria. I want to go to a corn maze and our pumpkin patch, and I want to play outside with the leaves and have our bonfires and walk around town with wonderful coffee or tea. And I have my favorite tea of all time, and it tastes the best in the fall. Hold on, I'll show y'all. It is my favorite. Oh no, where is it? Where's my tea? Oh, it's right here. This is my favorite all-time tea, and it is like a super duper fall tea, but it is amazing. All these people I have to just apple farm. I've never been to. I might have been to an apple farm. I might have been to. What's in the tea? It is. Hold on. Let me find it. Cinnamon, roasted chicory, roasted carob, natural spices and vanilla flavors, along with ginger, cardamom, black pepper, cloves, and nutmeg. So it's fucking amazing. I love drinking this pumpkin tea by the same brand. It's so good. Really? Shut the fuck up. Celestial Seasonings has a pumpkin tea. I will be finding this. Don't forget the egg. I did not forget the egg. It is in the cupboard. It's not in the cupboard. Jesus. It's in the, I was about to say the microwave. Apparently my brain is not back 100% yet. It is in the oven. It bakes for 10 minutes. Any Samhain ritual plant. Oh my God. Nasty people. Boring Earl Grey. That's not boring. That is not boring at all. You know what's something I would love to do? People are like not kitchen. Somebody just said something about a kitchen. People are like coffee connoisseurs. I would love to be like a tea snob. I would love to just be a freaking tea snob and have all of this different kind of tea and have like a cabinet for just my teas. And I mean, I'm already a mug snob, but I would love to start making tea. How about green tea from Costco? You guys are gonna make fun of me, but I have never once been to a Costco. We have one that's gonna finally be put in and open later this year, about an hour from us, but I've never been to Costco. I don't remember if this is how thin I made them. I feel like it is. Yeah, that's probably about right, I guess. Me either. That's me, though. I have my own small collection. Green tea is the best. Green tea, I think I've had some green tea. It's very green. Don't go. It's tempting to buy things you don't need. Oh my God, how many people are gonna come on here and ask to see my boobs? I promise they're not anything fancy. I had a child. They were small before I had a child, and then I had a baby, and whatever was left of them disappeared. So sorry, but there's nothing. Even if I had something where I was like, hey, here, why don't you take a look, see, like, you would be sadly disappointed, because I'm pretty sure that most men have bigger boobs than I have. So sorry to disappoint you. Anything that you are seeing here is a nice Victoria's Secret push-up bra. So fuck off. I found a Sweet Harvest Pumpkin by, wait, I want to see what you said. Sweet Harvest Pumpkin by Celestial Seasoning. Is it, girl, I'm writing that down right now. Is it like seasonal, or can you get it all the time? No, where'd you go? I have to see it. Sweet Harvest Pumpkin. Oh my God. I am so excited. Okay, thanks. My husband said boobs are boobs and they're all great. That's what my husband says too. He said, this is what my hubby says. He's so sweet. He said, anything over a handful is wasted. And I said, Kevin, you're so sweet, but you're only saying that because your wife has little titties. If I had big ones, then you would be all about big ones. So you're just saying that because I literally don't have anything. Oh. Okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Hold on. I gotta get out my egg. Well, oh no. That's not good. Okay. So, the cardboard does not work. Hold on. Oh no, I worked so hard. Look at it, ballooned out. Oh no. Okay, well, now I know that next time I think I might be able to just cut that off. It has personality. I know. Yeah, I guess it does. People are like, it looks more authentic. Now it's a warty egg, so now I have a pineapple and a fucking frog egg. But I can't pop the bubbles. I tried. I like pushed on them and they're already hard. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what happens once it's cooled. I'm still gonna do this, and if it comes down to it to where Ari and I have to go buy another $2 egg, I don't really care. And I'll probably cover the next one in tinfoil, which Kevin told me to do. You know what I'm saying? Kevin told me, he's like, make sure you cover that in tinfoil, and I'm like, no, I don't want to cover it in tinfoil. I don't need to. No, I did need to. I did need to cover it in tinfoil, and I didn't. Fuck. That's alright. It's perfect the way it is. I know, and you're right. Maybe it'll give it some personality. Maybe. But I don't really know how I'm going to put the scales on it if it's bubbled out. You know what I'm saying? Who needs the boot? Oh, I am the freaking queen of getting rid of people today. Fat Polly. Oh boy. Bye. Got it. Why don't you use, oh wait. Why don't you use glue on those glass gems used to make those tea light holders? You mean for the dragon eggs? Is that what you're talking about? Make it look like a poison alley with warts and green showing from underneath. Yeah, I probably could. I don't know, I could figure something out. I'm just kind of bummed because it looks cool, but I don't know how I'm going to put scales on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless is that a single or a double wide trailer? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't put scales on it and paint it? Sanding works on clay? I don't know if it does, but then I would have to put more clay over top, and actually, you know what? I don't think it's gonna work at all. Because now that I think about it, I have to bake it multiple times, and if I'm gonna put scales on it, if I'm gonna put scales on it every time it bakes, it's gonna bubble more, and it's probably gonna fuck up the scales. Which is fine. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna just make my scales. I'll have them ready, and then I just have to peel off the outside of that and redo it. Probably get more clay. It's fine. At least you guys were here and you know to cover it with tinfoil, because otherwise you're gonna have a warty toad, nasty warty toad thing. And we're all gonna be pissed. You know, I might be able, no, I still can't. I was gonna say I might be able to do, I've seen some dragon eggs where like they're bumpy like that, And then they have like little patches of scales. But like I said, I don't think I'll be able to because I have to keep baking it. And the more I bake it, the more I think it's gonna bubble. But why not? We'll fucking try it. We can try it out. Maybe it'll look awesome. Try one of the foam form or styrofoam. Okay, so they do have styrofoam eggs, but wouldn't they... Okay, dumb here. Can't you not, like, wouldn't styrofoam... I don't know if it melts or catches on fire. Like, what does styrofoam do when you bake it? Oh, no. Make it look like a boulder, then you have SpongeBob's pineapple and Patrick's rock. Fuck off. Still very curious about the use or the purpose of the egg. I know you fucking adore and spiritually love dragons, but still, there really isn't a purpose other than just decorative, honestly. There's really not. It's more me enjoy. Kind of like there's not a ton of purpose for my charms. I mean, I guess you can turn them into necklaces and stuff, but this is literally just me having fun with them. And there have been people that are like, will you please make me a dragon egg? And I'm like, well, I have to perfect it first. So if people want to buy a dragon egg, they can. If they don't have to. It's just because it's fun and they look cool. A friend of mine made a chakra dragon egg. Is that the person? I saw somebody that made a chakra dragon egg today on Instagram, and they did, like, they made it out of tacks. Like, they take a styrofoam egg, they take tacks and paint the tack heads, and then do stuff, and they did a chakra egg with that. Watching these videos make me feel sane. Good. I'm so glad, because I'm fucking nuts. Styrofoam shrinks. You could put a spell or protection charm on. They'd be good offering to a dragon spirit guide. There you go. See? I made tack ones. I would love to see that. Any essential oil recommendations for the fall? Cinnamon. I had a really... You'll have to remind me, because... I totally lost where I was going. Bye. Wow. I have a really cool recipe for essential oils that makes your house smell like fall. And I don't remember what's actually in it. Clove, ginger. Gabrielle's given me some, because my brain's not all here apparently. I should be drinking water. I'm a bad water drinker. Is anybody else a bad water drinker? I feel like I'm really shitty at drinking water unless I have a really cool water drinking receptacle. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have something that's really... Actually, okay, another question for you guys. Might make the tack dragon egg. I read... It's good for... I'm telling you, the tack one looked really cool. For me, I like clay things. Like, this isn't my meditation right now because I'm chit-chatting with you guys. But normally it's my meditation, so... That's kind of more what it's for. And then it looks badass. And then I'm like, yay! And then you're done with it and you're like, now what do I do with my life? It's over. It's over. It's like a good book. You're like, you work up so hard to get to the ending, and then you get to the end and you're like, I want to go back. I want to try clay one. I'm telling you, Susan, you goes used to a store and gets you some clay and do a clay one because they're fun. Just don't do what I did because I'm kind of an asshole. I tried, but I'm gonna do it and it'll be fine. Hello, what is shedding? What do you mean what's shedding? And who asked if my house is a double wide trailer? Because it is not. This is a wood frame Boca home. Did you buy your materials from Michael's? No, we do not have a Michael's. Where's the closest Michael's, I think, is Traverse City, which is like an hour and a half away. So I buy my stuff from either Joann's or Hobby Lobby. I use the big Arizona iced tea bottles for my water bottle. The empty feeling when you finish something. Kind of feel when my Sims die. Oh. I live in a double wide, that's why I asked. Oh, no. It is a wood frame a wood frame bokeh home, I think. I'm a terrible person that I don't know. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with what? Nothing. What's wrong with what? A wood frame bokeh home or a double wide? Because I'm good with what? I think my first home, my parents' home, I think was double wide. And they're gorgeous. So there ain't nothing wrong with nothing. Oh, block. There's a clay that is partially paper that air dries and it's pretty cheap. There is. I actually have some downstairs, but I kind of like, I'm an Aries and I don't like to wait for things, so I would rather wait 30 minutes for something to get done out of the oven than I would, how long does it take to make? Well, I worked on it for, I think I worked on it for 2 days, but it was like a couple hours each night, and it was the first time that I made it. So I would say probably between bakings and stuff, probably a couple hours, because these are a little bit tedious, as you can see, to cut out. But yeah, I have noticed if you do use one of these, and you can obviously cut them out by hand. If you do use one of these, and the clay sticks, that I use a Q-tip to push it out because it doesn't really leave much of an indent, so that's fun. Sorry, I'm just looking. What do you think about the eclipse on the 21st this month? I actually, bad person, I know, this goes to show how shitty things have been lately and how crazy they've been. I just heard about the eclipse when I was working in the heart room the other day. Like somebody just told me, and apparently like it's gonna be seen mostly out in like Colorado, Wyoming area. But I think here we're gonna at least get a little bit of it, maybe, kind of. I don't know how that works. Are you a nurse? I am a surgical tech, a surgical technologist. So what is the best way to describe what I do? During surgery, I scrub in and I stand next to the surgeon and I pass him instruments. So I get my hands all bloody dirty all day, every day. Blood and guts and awesome stuff. I've never seen so many people having to be blocked, but aren't you guys glad that I figured out how to block people? So lots of clay left over. We have a meteor. Yes, Mystic. There is a meteor shower coming up this weekend, Friday night and Saturday night, and that is supposed to peak Saturday at 1 p.m. So the best time to see it will be Friday night and Saturday night. They're calling for like 40 meteors an hour. My sister's a surgical tech. She lives in the Bay Area. As in like downstate, like Michigan? Like Saginaw, Bay City, Midland area? Do you work with kids or adults? Both. Mostly our surgeries are adults, but I have done a couple surgeries with kids. You have to know what surgeon wants before they do. Yes, you do. Especially in the heart room, like you basically have to be able to pass a case without them asking for anything. Northern California. Sorry, there's a Bay Area in southern Michigan. I want to be a surgical tech, but I'm not as strong with that stuff as I thought I was. Medical coder in training. Hey, that's all right. When I first did my my very first time I observed a surgery, it was a C-section, and it was with twins, and I've never actually been in on one after that with twins. So it was the first, it was C-section with twins, and there was so much blood that like came out and ran all over the table and down onto the floor, and I passed out in the room. And I came to and I cried because I'm like, I've worked so hard and I'm not gonna be able to do this and blah blah blah. And now I have no problems. Like I said, I do heart surgery every day, so I get to actually hold a human heart daily, and it's fantastic. Hey, what's going on? What did I miss? Karina, what's wrong? What's happening? That's kind of sort of awesome. Are you talking to me? That is kind of sort of awesome. I know that you guys are having your own little conversations too. Much. We just celebrated 1 year since transplant. He'll be 2 next month. Really? And he's doing well? Everything's going good? There are 53 of you hanging out with me for an hour. You guys rock. Look at you hanging out with me. Look at me still cutting out these freaking scales like I have something to put them on. Ugh, he's doing amazing. That's awesome. I walk in and here there was blood everywhere. Sorry, I was talking about the very first surgery I ever saw and how I passed out, and I didn't think that being a surg tech was going to be for me. How many years of college does it take to be a surg tech? 2. 2 years. I have my associates. And then and then I have I'm a vet tech, and I passed out during a C-section the vet was doing on a dog. I cried too. The cool thing, I would love to be a vet tech, and I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that a lot of times surg techs can kind of mesh over into doing animal surgeries as well, but I haven't ever actually looked. That's awesome, Karina. I am so happy for you. I hear that being a surg tech pays well. Kind of depends on what you consider paying well is. Nurses definitely get paid more. So that's a thing. But it definitely it pays the bills, and I enjoy what I do. So that's what matters, right? You know what? I'm going to bring that up to Kai. She's in medical school right now. It's not easy, that's for sure. Yeah, no, it's not. Nurses don't get paid enough. No, they don't. They don't get paid enough, but they definitely get paid more than what we do for the abuse that surgeons put us through. You absorb major array of energies daily, Pyperh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Surg techs and LVN and LPNs pay around the same. Yes, that is true. So, she's wanting to go into something with surgery. I highly recommend checking out surgical technology because it is awesome. The stuff that you get to see and do, and then once you get in there and you can specialize, you can go into ortho and do broken knees and total hips and joints and fractures. I'm not an ortho person. Not my thing. Don't like it. Thought I would. I don't. You can go into vascular and do like carotids, or they have like stents where they all go like endo now, and you can do like all kinds of awesome stuff. You can just do general surgeries like taking out a gallbladder or an appy or breast biopsies for cancer or little things like that. And then there's neuro. Before I went on to the heart team, I was in neuro a lot, so we did a lot of spine surgeries, and there's cranies and that kind of goodness. And you can be an OB/GYN surg tech and do C-sections, and well, that one is kind of tough too because they also have DNCs, so that one can be tough. And C-sections if they don't go, but normally they go fantastic, and so that's awesome. And then you can do hearts, which is what I do, and that's a lot of fun. Stressful, but fun. So there's all kinds of stuff. ENT, I did a lot of ENT with kids, so I guess I did do stuff with kids. Tubes in their ears and tonsils and stuff like that, and so it's awesome. Really awesome. Careful going into nursing if you're an empath. Honestly, that's why Well, that's where I was going. That's why I did a surge tech, because my patients are asleep. That was one of the reasons, is I didn't want to have to be somewhere where I deal with people. And other than the people that are in the room with me, like, I don't have to deal with the patients because they're asleep. And I don't have to see their families, which is terrible, but I can go in, I can do what I gotta do, and I don't have to feel all that. I don't have to pick up on that. I can do my job and help people, and I'm kind of like I'm like the silent, whatever you want to call that, where people don't even know that surge techs exist, which I'm cool with. I'm like, hey, I did your surgery. You don't have to know I exist. That's fine. Cardiologists are high-paying surgeons in the hospital. Cardiologists are different than cardiovascular or cardiothoracic surgeons. A cardiologist is normally not a surgeon. Normally they are the cardiologists at our hospital, like, they actually run the tests and everything, and then the cardiothoracic surgeons are who I work with, who do heart surgery. Anyway, so that was fun. This is fun. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, because I'm just kind of talking to you guys, and I'm sure anybody that was going to come and watch it later is going to be like, what the fuck is she doing? She's just sitting there poking out the... Oh, I forgot. I was going to go get my egg and see how bad it actually turned out. Why couldn't it have bubbled on top so that the scales, you know what I mean? Like, it could have bubbled up here so that that part showed through. Balls. I don't really know. Because I feel like if I did all this work cutting these out, and then I start to put them on, and then I bake it again, and then these bubble. Fuck it. We'll just do the scales around the bubbles, and we'll let the bubbles stick through, and we'll see what happens. They'll probably crack, but we'll see it. Would you ever shave your head? I would never shave my head. I have kind of a little bit of anxiety about getting my hair cut at all, because my hair was so short for so many years, and it was such hell to grow out that, like, I never cut it. Ever. We love talking to you, though. I'm so glad. Are you talking to me, Susan? Did you say you love talking to me? Because if you don't love talking to me, then that's totally fine. Okay. Let's see. All right, we'll see. Was it a different kind of clay than the last one? No, the core was different. So, like, this core, I put these around tin foil, like right on top of tin foil. This I put directly on top of paper mache, and so the clay stuck better to the tin foil than it did the paper mache. So we'll just see what happens. We're gonna just see what happens. Just see what happens. Is that a dragon egg? It is a dragon's egg. Like I said, I kind of messed it up a little bit, but you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. This one will look more realistic. It will. And you know what? Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I'll like the fact that it bubbled, and I'll just keep doing them this way because it's more, like you said, it's more realistic. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what actually happens once all these are on, though, and then I go to bake it again. I don't know. Whatevsies. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. I hate doing this first layer around. Are you gonna sell them? Hold on. There's a legit reason for being held to grow. I was in cosmetology. Your hair can go into shock from being cut, and sometimes it just stops growing. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Are you gonna sell them? I don't know. It kind of depends. Like, if I do sell them, it'll kind of be like a, hey, I made one, here you go. Or it'll be like a custom order thing where people just tell me what colors they want, and then I'll make one for them. Because I'm gonna tell you that if I do sell them, these are a lot of work and they won't be super cheap. Like, I don't think that I could sell them for less than 30 bucks because I put a ton of clay into them, and ooh, I hope that was thunder. See, like, that's a bubble. So do I just skip it like that? What do you guys think? Do I just like skip it? See what I'm saying? Like, just go over top of them? I mean, not go over top of them, but like literally skip them so that the bubbles stay through and I can see them. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Do sell them because I don't have the patience to do one. It wasn't for her first part of this, but can you talk about how you work with the dragon realm? Maybe it will be this way for a reason. Maybe it will, you know? Maybe it bubbled because it'll be awesome. And then, you know what? That means that each egg will be individual because they'll all fucking bubble differently. So that's kind of cool too. You've made my day so much better with this chat. All this crazy energy making me feel depressed, and that's not fun. And so fun part of being an empath, you feel everything. Oh, trust me, I know all about that, and I think that's why I feel like life has been so shitty lately. Do you believe in saying everything happens for a reason? Well, I think this will. I definitely believe in the saying everything happens for a reason. I do, and you're right. I have a hard time when I'm claying. This looks like a set of balls. Look at this. It's like a set of dick and balls. Damn it all. I just have a hard time because I want things to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want them to be perfect, and then when they don't, I freak. So, but I know, you're right. I'm able to read minds and I'm an empath. It's exhausting. Yeah, it's fucking exhausting. I don't even read minds, I'm just an empath, and it's exhausting. I have a feeling that my phone's dying, because I think it told me it was dying. Yeah, it's dying. I wonder where I can plug you guys in at. But a dragon egg should not be perfect. Yeah, you're right. He's a boy dragon. Hey girl, what you making, a dragon's egg? Yeah, this was my first one. And I am not in love with the colors because people said it looks like a fucking pineapple. So I'm trying. Oh no. The bottom, because it bubbled, it sits weird. Oh well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, maybe I'm gonna go try to find something to plug my phone in. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. You guys are still there. I hope you is. I'm gonna tell you what, as soon as I get this bitch plugged in and I'm ready to roll, my daughter's gonna wake up. Actually, I'm pretty surprised that she's even still sleeping now. She was tired, apparently. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Where's y'all at? Are you still there? Oh my God, you is. Hi. I plugged y'all in. Okay. Hi. I plugged you in. You're all plugged in. I don't know if my daughter will go down the same path as me. If she does, awesome. If she doesn't, I'm okay with that. We said as long as she's a good person, then I don't really care what path she follows. Or if any. If she doesn't want to follow any path, don't follow. Don't do nothing then. I don't care. I don't care. Be happy that she's still sleeping. Oh, trust me. I'm not saying I'm not happy she's still sleeping. I'm just saying I'm kind of surprised that she is. Oh, see, this makes me sad when it does this. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, this is what makes you an awesome mommy. Oh, thanks. You guys are sweet. Oh boy, this is gonna be... I'm telling you what, I am gonna like stress over this fucking egg. I'm gonna stress over it because that's what I do. My plan is to do, and you guys can't even see it right now, which makes me super sad, but this black is all sparkles. It's like super sparkly. So I have black, and then I have this super dark gray. So I think... I don't know. You guys tell me. Should I have the black fade into the gray? Or should I have the gray intermittently throughout the black? Throw in random scales. Is that what you think? That I should throw out some random scale, just like have the gray random in between the black? Because if so, I kind of need to put some gray in here now. Random. Yes, do that, black and gray mixed. All right. And then I have my stupid ass bubbles. Oh God, this egg is gonna be the death of me. I think black shade into purple. Mystic, I like, that's a good idea. Are you thinking shading into purple, or are you thinking a black egg with intermittent purple? Not for this one, but for a different one, with intermittent purple scales. Because that's a good idea. A purple egg, especially a purple shimmery egg. Girl. Fucking purple egg. You could do black and gray mixed and then maybe add a contrast color and then mixed with both other randomly so it pops. Black, purple, and gray. So yeah, eventually once I figure this out, like I have to see how this works. I have to see how this comes together with the stupid ass bubbles. And if it works the way I want it to, and it comes out nice and I'm happy with it, at some point, maybe sooner, maybe not, I may do like custom orders. Maybe, possibly. Maybe not, I don't know, but I might. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. If you're not, and you want me to just like post what I have, that's fine too. Whatever. Like I said, these bitches are not cheap. They're not going to be cheap because they take a lot of fucking work. I mean, look at this. I've been on here for 80 minutes. 80. Look what I've done. That's it. What is the egg made of? Came in late. Erin, it's made of polymer clay. So here's the gray. God, you can't even see it. It's got a shimmer to it, I swear. I think it's gonna kind of look cool. But this gray is like super light. This other gray, And I don't know if I should put them both in or just stick with, maybe I'll just, maybe I'll just do this right now. Purple sparkly dragon egg sounds awesome. I think I should also do an egg where it's literally just all one color. Where is my, oh, right here. I realized your glasses look exactly like mine. Mine have purple inside, and then they're like leopard print, because I'm a Riri on the outside. I think you should roll out the clay into strings and then wrap the strings around the bubbles. Add all your scales around the egg and then add those gems on top of each of the bubbles. Girl, you are like super fancy with your thought process. Oops, that's not big enough. Good. Mind of a creative person voiced on the tubes. Yes. That is what we do, right? Oh, I tell you what, this gray, I wish you could see the shimmer. Well, I guess you kind of can. It's fucking shimmery. And then the black is super sparkly. But the sparkles really show up when you glaze it. I'm excited. You know what? I'm glad that I was talking to you guys. I really am. Because if I would have done this on my own and then saw that it came out with all those bubbles, I'm going to tell you what, I would have thrown that away immediately. What did you just put that in? So I bought a clay machine. They're also known as pasta machines. The other day because I literally was like bruising my hands trying to condition the clay because sometimes it's so damn hard. So I'm just putting it in this thing and flattening it out, and then it has 9 different settings. So that's what I'm using to flatten it, because I have to flatten a lot of clay. And the first time I did the egg, I didn't have this, and I think that's why it took me 3 days, because I'm constantly trying to flatten out this clay. So please don't feel like you have to have one of these, because you don't. And I did clay for quite a while before I even got one of these, but it is pretty nice. I got this one. They had one for like $80, and I was like, fuck all that noise. And then they had one right next to it, which was this one, for $25 at Hobby Lobby. And I was like, oh, okay, 25, I can do 25. And I had a 40% off coupon, so I got it for like 17. Look like lasagna noodles. I know, right? Boom. Clay. Ah, you dick. Stop it. Alright. Now I'm all nervous. Oh, here, right here. So maybe I'll take like this one off, and I'll put some clay right there. I don't know, this is gonna freak me out doing 2 different colors because they're random, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. So what's everybody doing? What's everybody doing right now? What y'all doing? I can't believe that you guys have sat here and talked to me for this long. You guys are awesome. I really thought, I'm not shitting you, I figured I was gonna have like 4 people. 3 out of the 4 being people asking to see my boobs. Swear to God, it. And then you guys all showed up, and I'm like, tears. What the fuck? Josephine, why the fuck am I not drinking tea? Why am I not drinking tea right now? That is such a good idea. We just had a conversation about tea. Why am I not drinking tea? Making paracord bracelets. Use all 3 colors and gradually meld them. That was my first thought. What's the weather like in Michigan? In North Carolina, it's mid-80s. Today, it was kind of rainy. I'd say it's probably maybe 70, 72 outside. It's not super, it's perfect for me, because I am coming to realize over the years that I don't really like summer. Give me fall, give me spring, but I don't really like the heat. I just don't. Oh, this bitch is on a bubble. But that bubble I kind of want to cover because it's little and kind of annoying. Oh, I think I heard my BB. Oh my god, a tea chat while we watch you make a dragon egg. That's what I'm saying. Drinking wine. Playing Elder Scrolls. Oh, Elder Scrolls. I love it. Allergy season. Not a summer fan. Waiting for fall since last fall ended. I did my first ever spell day and it was amazing. You're such an inspiration. Yay! Hey, Therese, I saw you. I did. I saw your pictures in our group on Facebook, and your pictures were freaking awesome. The younger master has awoken. Yes. Yes. And I am a terrible mother because, let me tell you why. Because I'm like, kid, no, Mama just got started on her dragon's egg, and let me tell you something. You are not a part of my dragon egg making because you are a baby and you do not know how to do this. And I do not want your help right now. So you just kind of need to go away, baby, for the time being. Young mistress, oops. Yeah, she's something fancy, my little Aria Bryn. How long have you been using polymer clay designs and whatnot? I started when I was pregnant, so 2 years. I turn on his movie for more sleep. Girl, I'm telling you what, Aria and I was trying to keep her awake because she normally goes down for her second nap at 2, and I was trying to keep her awake longer, so I turned on Moana so that we could, because she had never watched it, and so I was like, girl, we're gonna watch this because fuck all that noise. I am too tired. And then what do? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm too tired, let's not do this. So I freaking start making a dragon's egg that turned into a bubbly mess. Do you hear her in there? Mama, 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 mama. She cracks my shit up. She's hilarious. She's a lot of fun. You still get 2 naps? I'm so jealous. Well, I'm kind of in the, I have to figure out how to kind of break her of 2 naps because I swear to God I hear thunder. Because she takes 1 nap in the morning. Like, you cannot even get her to stay up. Like, she'll wake up at 7:30 and by 9 she'll come out into the kitchen and be like, night night, night night, because she wants to go to bed. So she goes down, and then she normally goes down for another nap at 2 and sleeps till like 4. And then she goes down at 7:30 and she sleeps till 7:30 in the morning. So my child sleeps all the fucking time. But I really do need to get her to get rid of that second nap, because I think when I put her down at 7:30, she goes down and she asks to go to bed because she knows it's bedtime. But I don't think she's actually tired because she lays in there and talks till like 8:30. But, you know, whatevsies, it's fine. Bubble! Oh, this bubble is in a terrible spot because if I put a thing here, it's gonna cover it, but it's almost enough to where, see what I mean? Like, I want to put another scale there, but I kind of can't because of the fucking bubble. My son is 15. He wants to join the Marines once he turns 17. All right, what do you think about that? I had thoughts about joining the Air Force when I was in high school, and then I did not do that thing. I think a lot of kids want to join, like, that's a lot of people that want to do that. Like, a lot of high schoolers. And then I've noticed that very few of them actually go through it. Not saying that your son won't, but I'm just saying it seems like a lot of them don't actually go through it. Cut the scale to fit around the bubble. Oh, shut up. Why are you so smart? What? See what I'm fucking saying? I don't know how to do these things. Cut the fucking scale, she says, to fit around the bubble. I made it look stupid. It's fine. 9 p.m. he goes down the hall of the bedroom and knocks because he's tired. He naps from 1 to 3 though. How old is he? As I'm still talking, I have to go get my kid. Almost 2. Yeah, she is 15 months. So I'm sure in the next couple months here we'll be losing one of those naps and kind of combining one to just a midday nap. What is happening with this hug person? I'd like to get married and have more kids. How many kids do you have? If you don't mind me asking. I don't want to be an asshole. I know some people don't like talking about certain things. I only have 1 son. Okay. I have a ton of people that have currently been asking me, so when are you gonna have another one? When are you gonna have another one? When are you gonna have another one? And I'm like, you shut your mouth. I don't even want to talk about having another one. I love my daughter. I love her to death. I really, really do. But oh my God, I could not even imagine having another child right now. I cannot even fathom it. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Know what I'm saying? No. No. I have been watching you between you and Tiptoe and came out of the witchy closet. Yeah, I started doing YouTube videos in 2012 because I think it's been 5 years this year. 5 whole freaking years. Can you guys believe it? Can you guys believe we've been on here for that long? Alright. I know. I gotta get going too. My baby pants is up. And I should probably be a good mother and go get her out of bed. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, as she's in there talking, wonderful day. Enjoy all the things that you are doing or not doing or whatever. I will post a picture of my dragon's egg once it's done. Yes, I will, Susan. I will post it once it's done so you guys can actually see what it looks like, because I don't know. I'm not quite sure about it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll look cool once it's done. Maybe. So, do you have Twitter or Instagram? I do have Instagram. I do not do Twitter, but I have Instagram. It's at Pyper's Hollow. Is my witchy Instagram account, and then Pyper Polymer is my crafty account. So you guys are more than welcome to come hang out with me on there if you want to. If you don't want to, that's cool too. I'm gonna go get my BB out of bed and then do my hair for my date. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, damn, I wish you guys could see it. See how it's got the gray in there, kinda? And then the bubbles stayed, and then the gray started here. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be nice. Maybe it'll look like balls. We'll see. So anyway, you guys have an awesome day. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun, and it was nice and relaxing to chit chat with you guys. And like I said, oh damn, why is that so big? Oh, because I had 2 in there. Oh boy, let's just put that off to the side. Okay, all of you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.